Hey, so this week I posted about how irregular, heavy, missed, or super painful periods are not normal. And funny story, like someone messaged me asking me, saying like, hey Maria, I'm always super regular. My period comes literally every 28 days. I never miss it. And this month, for some reason, it didn't come. And I know I am not pregnant because I took a test and I'm sure I'm not pregnant. So what's going on? What's going on with me since I've never had this happen before? So my first question was, how stressed are you? And she's like, honestly, this is the most stressed I have been in the longest time. I have a lot of work, a lot of things to manage. And she's like, I'm going crazy literally. And also I had just traveled for work, right? So I'm like, okay, let's start with stress. So stress is the worst enemy for your hormones, and stress can totally delay your period. And the reason behind that is because stress increases your cortisol levels. Cortisol is your stress hormone. And what happens is that when cortisol is increased, it affects blood sugar. So the problem here is like most hormonal imbalances come from blood sugar mismanagement. So if it's already affecting your blood sugar, then that's going to create a cascade of events that's going to lead you into having a missed period. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is that stress can also delay ovulation. So when you are not ovulating when your body's supposed to, then your luteal phase, which is the one that leads to your period again, then that gets extended, right? And it's not like the luteal phase changes its duration, let's say. It is that your ovulation came later, so that luteal phase gets pushed a little bit later, because most of the times the luteal phase doesn't change. So if it usually lasts 12 days, it's going to be 12 days. It usually lasts 13 days, it's going to be always around that mark, right? So it's mostly when that ovulation gets pushed to. So that's one reason why you can have a delayed period or a missed period. Okay, so that's one factor. Another factor is that cortisol, again, kind of inhibits progesterone production. And progesterone is the hormone that is kind of more abundant in your second phase, which is the luteal phase. And when progesterone gets decreased, because also your body uses whatever progesterone it has stored for creating cortisol, also cortisol kind of inhibits its production because it's kind of like delaying ovulation, and thanks to ovulation we produce more progesterone. You see how it works? So like when you don't have enough progesterone, then also your cycle gets disbalanced, right? And even though you're always regular, things like that can really affect. And the thing is, like, our body is so wise that it's usually on the mode of like, I'm gonna make a baby. Even if you're not looking into having a baby, that's how the reproductive system works, right? So when your situation is stressful or when you're traveling, your body kind of detects that right away, so it delays that ovulation for it to happen in a moment when you're more relaxed or in a better moment. So that's why you may have a delayed period or a missed period. If you're always regular and this has happened to you, then check how are your stress levels, check how is your sleep, because again, sleep, I've talked a million times about sleep. Sleep also affects your hormones, because when you don't sleep good, then your blood sugar hormones, your insulin gets affected, and therefore your leptin and your ghrelin, which are your satiation and your hunger hormones, get out of balance, right? So again, one of the first causes of hormonal imbalance is blood sugar, and that's exactly the first thing I always help my clients with. So if you've been noticing that you've been a lot under stress, if your periods kind of are changing a little bit, then a thing I have for you, and I'm obsessed with it, it's seed cycling. And you can download the freebie in my bio or at vitalinutrition.com/guide, I think it is, and you can download and you can start it like today, okay? You can start seed cycling, you can help your body. It's such an easy and inexpensive way to support your hormones and support your overall health. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. You all know you can always book a cycle assessment with me, and it's free, and then that way I can guide you towards all these, because I think this is a topic that nobody ever talks about, and I think it's really, really important. Okay, see you guys later.